By now, you already know how to make some great rice. If not, be sure to check out my video on how to make best rice at home on the stove. There I discuss two methods, the steam method and the boil method. You pick the poison and let me know which rice you like best. Now it's time to elevate that rice into a whole nother level. This is a simple version of a pulao, and it's simply a Jeera rice or a Cumin-Spiked rice. So let's get started right now. So there are two methods you can use to make Jeera rice. The first method is on the pan. This will assume that you already have your rice prepared and it's already cooled down. If your rice is fresh, lay it out on a baking sheet to let it cool down really quickly. So in a pan on medium heat up some ghee. You can even use olive oil or butter, but ghee works best. Then add in loads of the cumin seeds, and you really want to toast these up really nicely. This should take just a few minutes, and what you want to look for is a reddish brown color and super aromatic fragrances coming out of that cumin. Now as soon as it's done, you can take your rice which you've already cooled down or the rice from the day before and then dump it all in that pan with the ghee and the beautiful cumin seed. And now just give it all a really nice mix. Tossing the pan does help, although it may make a bit of a mess, as it did for me eventually as I keep tossing. You want to make sure that you mix this very gently and carefully, because you worked hard to get those beautiful separated perfect grains of rice, and you don't want to destroy that by being too rough while mixing it. And once you've tossed it, that's pretty much it. Let's just garnish it now with some fresh cilantro. Give it a quick taste test, and once you've mixed it, that's pretty much it. If you want, you can season it with some salt and pepper if you like, and then all that's left to do is to garnish it with loads of fresh chopped cilantro. Optionally, you can even put some grated ginger right in there as well, which is going to be even more fragrant, and it's really going to elevate that rice in a really simple and basic way, but it's going to be so good. That's honestly looking beautiful, and it's amazing how just a few ingredients mixed in just the right way can really elevate a simple starch like rice. So that was the pan fried method. Let's go to a whole nother method, which is a boiled method. Cool thing about this method is you do not need to have rice already prepared and cooled down to make this version. So to make the boiled version, again, we'll start with ghee in a pot. This is going to be the same pot which you usually use to prepare rice. So let that ghee melt, and here I have the rice which I've already washed and it's soaking in some cold water. Go ahead and drain the water right now. Add in your cumin seeds. Again, we're going to load it up with cumin seeds and get it nice and toasted. As soon as that's done, add in your rice which you just drained a few seconds ago. Now give it all a really good mix, and we'll toast the rice just for a few seconds up to 1 minute. In terms of flavor, both taste about the same. My personal preference is the pan fried method. Now as soon as you've toasted the rice, let's add in our water. Again, the ratio is like we discussed earlier, 1 to 2-ish. I always find that the exact 1 to 2 does not ever work for me properly. So if I put 1 cup of rice, I put just under 2 cups of water. So now add the water right in. You can even season it at this point and then bring it up to a boil. I'm just going to clear up my mess which I created and cover it with my favorite lid, which is going to be a plate. I really need a lid for this. So now let the rice cook and come back after a few minutes, and your rice will be just perfect. You can see the cumin has really lightly colored that rice, and the fragrance is going to be amazing in your kitchen. Fluff it up lightly with a fork, and look at that. That is perfect. Nice and hot personally the pleasure of having fresh hot steaming rice, just like fresh hot steaming boiled potatoes or pasta. It's just amazing. Like, I don't know if you feel the same way. Let me know if you enjoy plain, fresh boiled rice. And that's how you make the boiled version. You can garnish it with cilantro if you want, chopped cilantro, fresh ginger, just like what we discussed earlier for the pan-fried method. And that's basically it. These are two easy ways to make a simple pulao, and once you bake this, you will be ready to make all kinds of pulaus, and then eventually graduate to make a classic biryani, which in my opinion is just a really fancy pulao, which is packed full of flavors, and it's almost like a one-pot meal. And it's gonna be amazing. I'll be covering that very soon, so be sure to be subscribed. Hit that bell icon so you don't miss out when that video drops, and let me know if you like this video by liking and commenting down below. I'll see you on the next one. Happy feasting, all of you.